And this is what you put onto the glass tubing before you actually go through the bombarding process. These electrodes make it so that a charge can actually go through the glass tubing, exciting the electrons in the noble gas and creating light. So we're going to go ahead and put on a non-tubulated first. You want to put two different kinds on when you're working with neon. When you're working with plasma, you just put one on, but we're doing neon today. So we got the tubulated, looks like so. So I'm going to start with the non-tubulated first, just because that's how I do it. Everyone does it a little bit differently. So you're going to see it differently. But I'm going to take my blow hose and I'm going to attach it to this end, and I'm going to put my non-tubulated electrode on this end. And then what I'll do is I'll actually attach my blow hose onto the tubulated electrode and put that on the other side, because it's really important, just like when we did the splicing, it's really important to be able to use air to inflate the glass and really make sure you have a nice seal. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my best to get a good seal here so we can bombard it and put some life into it. That's what's so cool about neon, it's living. It's like living light. You don't get that kind of a feeling from LED or these new kinds of light sources that's so awesome that we have, but it's not the same kind of thing. It doesn't have the same feeling, I think. So I've got my electrode. I'm going to use the little metal things as a handle so I don't get hot. My hand doesn't get hot. Got my blow hose all ready. It's all connected, and I got my torch. And let's see here. Make sure you're comfortable, because you can't really focus if you're uncomfortable. It's harder. Would have been way easier if I did something 2D here, because then I could get around really easily, but I didn't. So we're gonna make it work anyway. I think we're good. I think we got a good seal there. So now we'll do the other one. And that was the hardest side since I did the blue to the electrode. It's gonna be easier now with the clear glass. All right, so now I took my little swivel with my beautifully made rubber stop thing from my blow hose, and I'm gonna take the hose and actually connect it straight to the tubulated electrode. And that's how I'm going to be able to get the air into the piece. Because then once this other electrode's on, it's pretty much closed. Then we'll add a piece of 6mm tubulation, and then we'll connect it to the manifold system and fill it with noble gas. So, okay, so let's figure out a good way to do this here. I'm wondering if I can even get in here. Amazing. Super cool. Okay. Känningen läcker. Så, då var det klart. All right, let's do this thing. So I just warmed up this piece of tubulation. This is a piece of 6mm tubulation, and this is what we're going to be putting onto, or 6mm is that what you say? Yeah, 6mm tubing. And we're gonna add this onto the tubulated electrode. Okay, and this is actually what we're going to be able to attach to the vacuum system and the manifold system that's attached to the bombarder, or I don't really know, but that's what you attach to the system back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my blow hose, attach my blow hose onto the side that I warmed up and made soft so I don't cut up my blow hose, because I like this blow hose. I want to be nice to it. So there we go. We got a connection. And same thing. We're going to do a splice here where we put these two together and we blow, just like we did with the electrodes and when we splice the piece. So again, I've got my nice little hand torch, got my 6mm, got my blow hose. I'm gonna make sure I'm comfortable. Because why do things if you're uncomfortable? Why? I'm gonna get my attachment here, flash a little bit, and I'm gonna stop talking. I'm actually gonna make this bend now while it's hot, so I don't have to go back in later. And do another, like, you know, work smart, not hard. So we got that, and let that set up, and then we'll attach it to the system once the vacuum's done pumping.